Laughing Brook flows through the center of the green forest, across the green meadow, and empties into the far distant Big River.
Polly, I hear the sound of guns again. Do you hear it?
Wherever do you think it is?
Oh, that sounds like it's really near the big river. Huh?
Scary, isn't it?
Johnny, Polly, Peter, too? Since this morning at the big river, seems like something terrible is occurring.
Whoa, what kind of terrible thing is it?
What kind of thing? I don't know, Peter. I don't know. I just heard this from Blackie the Crow, so I don't know any of the details at all. But never before has there been such continuous gunshots. I don't know what to think about it, but I'm scared.
Huh?
It seems to me that the sound is getting louder, Johnny. I wonder if this forest is safe.
Sure it's safe, Polly.
Sure, this forest is safe. They won't come here.
Polly, even if they do come, I'll protect you so it'll be safe for you and all of us.
Oh?
What's so funny, Sammy? Eh? Tell me.
Nothing.
Peter, what's so funny?
Why, now that you ask about it, I guess there's really nothing funny about it at all.
Huh? Absolutely. Peter, where are you going so fast?
Well, if I go as far as the Smiling Pool, I might be able to learn something about those gunshots.
Yeah. Are you trying to get there ahead of me?
Johnny, are you going? Johnny, don't go.
What?
The gunshots may start all over again.
Huh? Polly? I'm not going, Polly.
There they go, the forest #1 curiosity seeker Peter and the #1 newsmonger Sammy racing again to be first to learn about the situation. What will happen?
Mrs. Quack, it's better not to overwork yourself. Do your grooming when you regain your strength completely.
Yes, but to wash one's face in the morning is just good personal hygiene.
How true, but, oh, is it you, Spotty? Fortunately, your wounds are light, but you are hurt. You mustn't overdo it.
Grandfather Frog is the #1 well-informed person in this lake, you know.
And furthermore, you've just made a long trip and you should be tired.
Quite true, quite true.
That's right. And Grandfather Frog is really considerate. You should take a little rest.
That's enough flattery. Usually you're talking behind my back saying what a talkative old man I am.
Yeah, but that's Spotty. You're a cheat, Spotty.
That's awful.
Huh?
Who's there? Who? Oh. It's me, Peter. Is everybody all right?
Oh, so it's you, Peter. Well, what's up?
I heard the sound of gunshots, so I came to investigate. Is everybody all right?
Ha ha ha! That's so. That Peter, he's the most gentle guy in the forest and also the most curious, Mrs. Quack. I can vouch for that, I'll tell you.
The most curious in the forest, you say? Now that you mention it, those long ears look like you, don't they?
Well, I never.
Peter and Sammy stared in amazement at this strange bird. It looked like a duck, but it was the first time they'd seen a bird like this. Small in size, a brownish color, it presented a neat, trim appearance.
So you're Mrs. Quack, the migratory duck.
Peter, what in the world are you so surprised at?
Well, I never expected to find Mrs. Quack here. I thought that I would have to go over there to the big river to meet her.
Well, Peter, since you put it like that, I feel at ease. No one will ever think that you're here, Mrs. Quack. So, rest here until your wounds heal.
Eh? Did something happen, Mrs. Quack?
Mrs. Quack has just fled from the big river.
Just fled the river?
It's really sad.
Does that wound hurt you?
Yes, a little.
What a terrible wound. You'd better not move around. Actually, Mrs. Quack is on her way home to the north from the south. That's why she came here. In order to rest and eat, she made a stop at the big river.
Some men were waiting over there, and she was shot.
How barbaric.
While you're floating out there on the pond, why don't you tell us how all this happened to you, Mrs. Quack? We'd really like to know.
I hurried my children together, and as we were flying off, I was shot.
Oh my, what happened?
Therefore, I and my children ran as fast as we could, and then a terrible pain ran through the base of my wing, and everything turned black.
What a turn of events.
What a scary experience.
Then, I don't know how much later, I had the feeling someone called me.
It must have been terrible for you, Mrs. Quack.
On recovering my senses, I found I had fallen into the underbrush of the big river.
It was Joe, the friendly otter, who revived the lady.
Joe, eh?
That he was the one who found you was most fortunate.
Yes, Joe told me that going to Smiling Pool would be the safest place.
And, is your wound all right?
Yes, if I rest a while.
Righto, better not move about.
Please forgive me. I've caused you great concern.
In this world, one saves and is saved. Don't be apologetic.
Okay,
I'd better tell all our forest friends about Mrs. Quack's predicament.
Take care!
That's the kind of guy he is, old Blabbermouth Peter.
Goodbye.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Oh, that's our newscaster Sammy, the talkative Jay.
News! News! Terrible news!
That will never do. To the forest people, I will be one step ahead.
A disaster! A disaster! Everyone gather at the Green Meadows!
After being called by Peter and Sammy, everyone quietly assembled by the lone pine. Here they all had a lengthy discussion. And what do you suppose they decided to do as a result of this discussion? Everyone headed toward Mr. Brown's farm.
It's Red!
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Quack, quick! Go hide in those bushes over there.
Oh, all right.
What's up, Red? Out for a walk out here, huh?
Sure is funny.
What is?
Something smells so good out here.
What are you saying? As you can see, this is the same unchanging pool.
Something does smell very good.
Since when did your nose go bad?
What did you say?
Looks like you won't catch any game with your lack of smell. Sort of feel sorry for you. How about it? I'll let you eat me if you like.
What a nasty old man. No satisfaction in eating the likes of you, you wrinkled old frog.
That's very tough. What a relief.
He's gone, he's gone. Come out, Mrs. Quack.
About that time, Johnny and his friends had made plans about how to help Mrs. Quack.
It's okay. Nobody's here, Peter.
So, that's it. For the sake of the very hungry Mrs. Quack, Johnny and his friends had decided to sneak into Mr. Brown's barn and take some of that corn that Mrs. Quack loved so very, very much. And the responsibility of sneaking into the barn.
The coast is clear.
Yeah, let's go.
Ow!
They've been spotted.
What'll we do?
The jig's up.
What a relief. But Tom had guessed that Peter and Chatterer had come to look for the corn. So he scattered the corn in a conspicuous place and left, pretending ignorance. Tom loved very much the animals of the forest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's Bowser! Run, run!
Yow!
Chatter!
Stay back! Chatter.
Johnny!
Johnny, are you all right?
Did you get him, Johnny? Did you get him?
Terrific, terrific.
Ha 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 ha! Gosh, too bad it happened to old Bowser.
I should have confidence in my feet, but I was so frightened that I was petrified with fear. Yes.
That's how it is when one is frightened.
Is that so? But, look at how Johnny was able to run.
Should I say how impressed I was with Johnny's courage or how amazed?
Yeah, and I always thought he was such a simpleton.
We can laugh about it now, but I really thought that Peter and Chatter were goners. I was scared.
Yeah, that Bowser is really scary. Weren't you scared, Chatterer? Chatterer, weren't you scared? Chatterer, were you scared?
Not a bit, you silly!
Huh?
Thank you very much, just for me.
Don't cry, Mrs. Quack. We did what we had to do because we want you to regain your health. It's nothing to make a fuss over. You shouldn't be crying at all, huh?
No.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you, everyone. This is the first time that I have ever received such warm kindness. I have mustered my courage. I will not be scared or sorrowful again. I have feasted on the food from your heart, and the hurt from my wound has lessened, thanks to you all. I will muster my courage and try my wings. I'm going to try to fly, everyone. Please watch.
She's flying.
Hey, look at her fly! Hey, hey!
Mrs. Quack, the duck, warmed by the friendship of Johnny and the others, flew gracefully upward over the lake. There is no more beautiful soul than one that is kind to others. Johnny and his friends knew this, and now, experiencing such a feeling, they felt an acute joy from the bottom of their hearts. Johnny and all the forest animals had protected Mrs. Quack with their help and friendship.